Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Al Sesky Scholarship Fund's 37th annual banquet. Tonight is a special night. It's great to be here back in the Richland Ballroom for our annual celebration. They've actually been hosting this event every year since our first one 37 years ago. We're here to honor the 24 scholar athletes seated before us. Year after year, our Sesky student athletes amaze us with their scholastic and athletic accomplishments. You truly represent the best of Harford County. You all have accomplished great things, and we know this is just the beginning of your continued journeys of success. Later in the evening, Christy Breslin from WJZ-TV and Harford TV will introduce each scholar athlete. Collectively, these outstanding students will receive $54,000 in scholarships tonight. And I'm proud to announce in our 37-year history, the Al Sesky Scholarship Fund has awarded a total of $1,282,000 in scholarships to 760 scholar athletes. This is an amazing accomplishment and a testament to the legacy of Al Sesky. I'd like to give special recognition to the banquet committee, including our chair, Beth Gardner, Pat Bedsall, Erica Butler, Amy Janigan, Rob McGee, Mike Navin, Burke Richardson, Ryan Rogers, Joe Schmitz, and Joe Snee. And we'll hear a little bit more about Joe Snee later in the program. I would now like to introduce Tommy Schumacher, who is the Harford County Area Director of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, who will offer our invocation. I'll ask everyone to rise as you are able.
All right, thank you very much. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so incredibly thankful to be here today and to honor all these young men and women on their accomplishments, not just on the competitive field of play, but also in how you've gifted them off the field and how they've used those gifts in an honoring way to leave a legacy that's greater than themselves. We pray for this evening, for the meal we're about to enjoy, the hands that prepared it, all the staff here at Richland, for the committee that have spent countless hours preparing for tonight, for the speakers and special guests. And we ask for prayer for all the parents, grandparents, family members, loved ones, mentors, administrators, teachers, and coaches who have been so instrumental in the journey of these students up to this point. We ask for you to be present this evening and for us to lean into your peace, wisdom, and grace with a posture of humility and thanksgiving. You remind us in Paul's letter to the Thessalonians to rejoice always, pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jesus, for all you sacrificed on the cross to redeem what was broken so that we could come into a growing relationship with you and the Father. Cover us all in your grace, love, and mercy this evening as we pray all these things in your Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Ty. I ask you to stay standing as we invite Rebecca Harasimchuk from Edgewood High School to sing our national anthem. Please welcome Rebecca. Where is Rebecca? There she is. Grab that mic, Rebecca. You might need to turn it on. Just press the button. Yep. Thank you, Rebecca. You all may be seated. Our buffet will now be served. I'll ask you to please remain seated until your table is called. We will return at 8 p.m. for the program portion of our banquet. Enjoy your dinner. All right, we're back. We are back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're starting our program now. Take your seats. How was dinner? Everybody enjoy dinner? Richland always does a great job. So thank you all again for joining us this evening. I'd first like to begin with two important announcements. First, I'm proud to announce that the 5th annual Susquehanna River Running Festival will take place on Saturday, September the 24th. The festival will have 3 different distances: 5K, 10K, and the half marathon. Our half marathon, which crosses the Hayden Bridge over the Susquehanna River, has been ranked by halfmarathons.net as one of the top bridge crossing marathons in the United States, and has quickly become one of the premium running events in the Mid-Atlantic region. In just the first few years, the Susquehanna River Running Festival has attracted runners from 20 different states and even 2 countries. This is the biggest fundraiser for the Al Sesky Scholarship Fund. I'll ask you to go to srrf.org to register to run or volunteer. And those of you from the schools, if you have students that are looking for service credits, it's a great way to volunteer and spend the day together, have a lot of fun. The second announcement. From time to time, our board has found it appropriate to bestow certain members with an honorary lifetime membership to individuals who have rendered extraordinary services to our organization. Tonight, we're proud to announce that Betty Buckley and Joe Snee have been granted this honor. Now, Joe and his longtime assistant Betty organized this annual banquet for 22 years with distinction. For any of you who have ever organized an event like this, you know that it not only takes discipline and organization and grace, but also the ability to leverage relationships within your circle of influence. Joe and Betty are true professionals, and we're extremely grateful for their years of service. Betty could not be here tonight, but Joe is here, so please help me congratulate them both and thank them for their service.
Just a couple words. I'm a lawyer, so this will take about 2 hours. Judge Eves, it's always good to see you without your robe on. I was asked to do this actually 23 years ago, and it was an easy decision because Al Sesky taught me swimming lessons and taught me tennis at Maryland Golf and Country Clubs, and he worked with my dad, and it's been a labor of love for 22, 23 years, really. And I really owe to the committee. We've had great, great committees, but I'd like to recognize Burke Richardson and Pat Betzel, and I'm disappointed they couldn't be here tonight. My favorite part of doing all the work for this was the day they picked out the menu. That was the most fun. So I thank you for this honor, and I look forward to working with you all. And to these scholar athletes, you never cease to amaze. Keep up the good work. This is just the start. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. So now it's my sincere pleasure to introduce to you our Master of Ceremonies for this evening, the Honorable Angela M. Eves. Now, until recently, Judge Eves was the administrative judge for the Circuit Court here in Harford County, serving in Harford County for over 20 years. And just last month, Judge Eves was sworn in as the first Hispanic judge to serve on the Maryland Court of Appeals, which is Maryland's highest court. Judge Eves was born in the Republic of Panama and moved to the United States in the 1960s. She must have been an infant. She is a graduate of the University of Texas School of Law and the Lyndon B. Johnson School of Public Affairs with degrees in law and public administration. She started her practice in Dallas, then moved to Maryland in 1989 to continue her legal career. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Judge Eves.
Thank you, Greg, and good evening to all of you. It is always such a pleasure to be here. Now, I know this is only my second time doing this, but last year was so incredibly memorable. I am just thrilled to have been asked to serve as the Master of Ceremonies again. As you can imagine, we cannot stage an event like this without the support of many businesses, organizations, and the individuals in our community. So please help me thank our sponsors. Our special sponsors, Rick and Catherine Seski Garcia. Our table sponsors are Bel Air Liquors, Street Hopkins Real Estate, the Karras family, Michelle Karseski for Clerk of Court, and Hemphel's Pond and Garden Center. Thank you to them. And as you've heard Joe and also Greg say, this doesn't happen without a fantastic board. So our board sponsors are Erica Butler, Greg DeWart, Amy Jonigan, Dave Harris, Donna Lewis, Bob McCone, Phil Raub, and Ken Zorbach. Thank you to them as well. We are pleased to have with us some special guests that we would like to recognize. From our state delegation, we have State Senator Jason Gallion. We also have Councilman Chad Schroeds. I'm not sure if they're here, but I know that the county executive could not make it, and I'm not sure if Councilman Andre Johnson is here or not, but thank them for their support. From the Board of Education, we have Patrice Ricciardi. We also want to thank all of our high school principals. So would you please stand, high school principals, and be recognized? Scholars, athletes don't happen without you being at the forefront of supporting them academically and athletically, so thank you. Also with us this evening are some former Seski Scholarship winners. Those of you in that category, please stand and be recognized. Another group of folks that these scholar athletes can't do what they do without are their parents. So parents of Seski winners, past and present, please stand and be recognized for the contributions that you've made to the success of student athletes. On behalf of the Al Seski Scholarship Fund, it is also my pleasure to recognize any members of the Seski family that are here with us this evening. Please stand. So now the moment's here. I have the distinct honor and privilege of introducing this evening's special guest speaker. It's been a pleasure sitting and dining with her and chatting with her this evening, and I know that you are in for incredibly inspiring words. Janine Tucker is a 5-time Intercollegiate Women's Lacrosse Coaches Association Regional Coach of the Year. That in and of itself is amazing. She is the all-time winningest coach at Johns Hopkins with a 303 to 171 record over 28 seasons. 64%, folks. Amazing. I don't know. I don't do math as a judge, but 64%, pretty good. That includes a 235 to 155 mark at the Division I level. Awesome. She took over the Blue Jay women's lacrosse program in August 1993 and successfully guided the program's transition from Division III, Division I to Division I without missing a beat. She is a 1989 graduate of Loyola, Maryland, and a member of the Greyhound Athletic Hall of Fame. Coach Tucker has led the Blue Jays to double-digit win totals in 22 of her 28 seasons, 9 NCAA Division I tournament appearances, 3 Eastern College Athletic Conference Division I championship games, and 4 NCAA Division III tournament appearances. The coach reached yet another milestone in 2021 as she became just the 9th coach in Division I history to reach 300 wins when Hopkins beat the host and 13th ranked Penn State. Go Blue Jays. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Coach Janine Tucker.
Y'all got to get yourself a hype person like Angela there. Well, hi guys. How are we? Are you good? Are you scared? Are you nervous? You're all right? You guys are the main attraction. It's my pleasure to be here. What an honor. And I wrote my stuff down because I didn't want to screw this up. And also, to be honest with you, I lost my dad in October. And one of the stories I'm going to share with you is a story that my dad had shared with me. So I hope that, wait, do we have any baseball players in the group? Any baseball players? Baseball fans? Hold that hand high. Very good. Do we have any swimmers? Any swimmers? Oh, great. 2 of my stories. This is good. At least I know you guys are going to like it. Guys, congratulations on being chosen for this honor and this award. It's pretty awesome. When my friend Mr. Barger asked me to speak to all of you, I immediately thought of a couple stories I wanted to share, and each has an important message. First things first, playing sports in high school is one of the best things you have done for yourself. Being involved with a team, being taught and challenged by passionate coaches, having to work hard each day, having to get along with many different personalities, all of these have helped you guys grow as an individual. I want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to play sports in college, whether it's at the club, intramural, or Division I, II, or III level. Sports teaches valuable life lessons, and keeping sports in your life is critical to your growth and your development. Ultimately, your experiences playing sports will be some of the best and the most trying times of your life. You will experience big wins and agonizing losses, trust me. But hang in there, because those experiences will help to shape your character and your future. High school prepares you for college. And making it to college is like making it to the big leagues. I want you to realize that right now, people are watching you. Your talents, no matter what they might be, will get recognized. Your work ethic, your mannerisms will get noticed. The energy that you give off and the way that you treat people is important. That's how you guys were chosen for this amazing award. Your actions do speak louder than your words, and those actions will help you separate yourself from everybody else. So the first story I do want to share with you is actually about my dad and something he learned while playing in the big leagues. In 1955, my dad was in the Army and stationed in Korea. While in Korea, my dad played on the Special Services baseball team. He loved baseball. Every morning, he would get up extra early and throw with his best friend. They would run some sprints and throw some more. My dad's commanding officer at the time was Captain John Smith, whose brother happened to be Mayo Smith, the manager of the Philadelphia Phillies. Captain Smith was impressed with my dad's work ethic, his pitching ability, and his love for the game, so he convinced his brother to give my dad a tryout. Coach Smith was looking for young pitchers, so the next thing you know, my dad was on his way to try out for the Philadelphia Phillies. There's my dad, pitching next to a rice field in Korea one day, and trying out for a professional baseball team a few days later. He told me that first day of spring training, he walked onto the playing field and was shocked to see hundreds of ball players. He turned to one of the coaches and said, "There seems like a lot of men trying out for one team." The coach laughed and said, "Son, that's just the pitchers." You can imagine the look on my dad's face. He was slightly traumatized, especially because he was a pitcher. Eventually, exhibition games began. My dad kept hearing about this rookie outfielder, Philippe Alou, and how he was cracking home runs left and right. When Dad's team was scheduled to play Alou's the next day, he decided to go down to the ballpark and watch batting practice. He figured he could uncover some weaknesses in Alou's hitting. Well, it paid off. After observing Philippe for a little while, Dad spotted several shortcomings that he knew would come in handy the next day. And in that first inning, my dad realized another benefit of watching your opponent. The extra confidence you have knowing you've uncovered your opponent's weaknesses while he hasn't seen you. As Philippe approached the plate that first time, my dad was amazed at how large and muscular he had grown overnight. He looked like a giant standing over home plate. Well, with everything in him, Dad fired a fastball right under Alou's chin, just to loosen him up a bit. Dad could see as Philippe jumped back from the fastball that he was impressed. And my father thought Philippe looked kind of nervous getting ready for his second pitch. Well, that second pitch was a beautiful curve, and Alou sort of lunged and fell as he was swinging at it. Now, they had this sign out in center field, about 430 feet away, and my dad's jaw dropped as the ball sailed over it. Home run number 1 for Alou. Anyway, the Phillies were only down 2-0 in the third inning when Alou came up again. This time, my dad threw him a fantastic knuckleball, a pitch where the ball seems to be floating and then it dips and sinks drastically when it gets to the plate. It's just an impossible pitch, and did Alou look silly when he swung at it. Now, about 400 feet down the left field line, the ballpark had these high tension wires, about 100 feet up, and that baseball started to rise as it got to those wires. Home run number 2 for Alou. Stunned was a good word to describe my dad at that point. At the end of the game, my father sat next to the pitching coach, a man who had been a big leaguer for some 15 years before he started coaching, and asked, "Coach, how the heck would you pitch to Alou?" "You want the secret?" said the old coach. "I'll tell you. Get the men out who bat before him. Keep them off the bases. Then when he hits his triple or his home run, he's not going to hurt you too much. You see, he's a big league hitter, son, and you don't stop a big leaguer. When you get to college, you've made it to the big leagues. Whether you get recruited to play at the Division I level or you choose to play club sports, how you define yourself as a big leaguer is solely up to you. And it starts now. The path to success in the big leagues of life is best explained in a quote that hangs in my office. And you guys have probably heard this. I'm going to share it with you anyway. It reads, "Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny." Big leaguers think about their destiny. They live with a purpose. They're ordinary people doing extraordinary things. In college, you're going to be surrounded by people who push themselves, who have established a tireless work ethic, who are competitors, who are motivated, who aren't satisfied with being good. They want to be great. They want to achieve in the classroom like all of you have done. They want to achieve on the playing field or in the court or at an event like all of you have done. They are driven and inspired by those who have come before them. These people strive to realize not only their goals, but their potential. They refuse to look back and say, "I wish I would have," or "I should have." They want to make a difference. I want you guys to start thinking about making a difference. I want you to start thinking about defining who you are and what you stand for. Because in the big leagues, you must learn to manage your time, stay organized, seek help and direction, prioritize, take initiative, communicate well, act with conviction, and take responsibility for your actions and your decisions. Throughout college and in life, you will be interacting with people who will outwork, outsmart, and outplay you if you're not at the top of your game as a student, as an athlete, and as a person. And something I want to add to this that I share with my players, going off script a little bit here because you look a little traumatized by all of that. You are not alone. You are never going to be alone because you have the people in this room, you have your teammates, you have your coaches, you have your support system. So please, as much as you're trying to achieve and push yourself, know that you're never alone. But then let's get back to the real talk. There's no place in the big leagues for shortcuts, laziness, disorganization, or uninspired performance. Just like high school helps to prepare you for college, your behavior in college will help to shape you after college. The years will build on each other, one after another. At the collegiate level, you'll continue to be faced with choices, just like in high school. Are you going to choose the right path? Or are you going to choose to persevere or overcome stumbling blocks to do things a little bit better, a little more creatively than the next person? We will all face many obstacles in our lives. We will make mistakes. We will make poor decisions. It's what we do next that counts. Each roadblock that you will encounter is a stepping stone, a learning experience. And life's battles do not always go to the smartest, the strongest, or the fastest, but to those who have the courage to fight on. When I was hired at Hopkins, my AD at the time, Bob Scott, shared his philosophy on athletics with me. It was pretty simple. When you're through improving, you're through. Big leaguers live and breathe that philosophy, and that applies to everything in life. Just think, by playing sports, you've made incredible commitment to yourself, your teammates, your coaches, and your school. You've had to think on your feet in critical game situations. You've been creative when the situation called for it. You've had to pick yourselves up after losses or poor performances and get back to work on the practice field in preparation for the next game or the next event. You've had to deal with your coaches when they're really fired up. Their veins are popping out, their hair's sticking straight up, they're screaming from the sidelines, demanding that you give them your very best. You're being taught how to play the game, how to follow rules, play fairly, and respect fellow teammates, opponents, and officials. Your work ethic, your ability to make adjustments in pressure situations, your body language, all of these things shape the way you are perceived. Shoot for the big leagues, never sell yourself short. Because in the end, we all come to find out when the playing of a game is over, its life lessons of decency, respect, sportsmanship, competition, and fair play are never over. These life lessons are what shape the character and the destiny of the young people we work with as coaches. Today, more than ever, our young people need to see the importance of balance between sports and sportsmanship, and we must set the standard and set it high. Coaches, parents, administrators, and players can become the standard bearers for sports and sportsmanship. We must encourage our athletes to work harder, play smarter, get better, and learn to respect the game, the rules, and each other. And because of the character component of this award, it sounds like you guys are well on your way, so congratulations for that. In the end, we're not what we think, we're not what we say, we are not what we believe, but we are what we do. In both high school and college, you'll find yourself in situations where it's sink or swim. You're going to find out a lot about yourself when faced with tough situations and tough choices. To give you an idea, I have one last story for you. This is one of my favorites. I'm almost done. Hang in there, people. A very, very wealthy man was having a party, and he invited all of his friends and acquaintances. He was very happy to show off all of his material possessions, cars, boats, helicopters, planes, priceless pieces of art, and he was especially proud of this new swimming pool he had just installed. It was a gorgeous pool, and he invited all of his guests to come and see it. One of the guests noticed something swimming at the bottom of the pool and asked what was going on there. And the man proudly announced that he had alligators living in the pool. He then threw out a challenge for his guests. Anyone who has the courage to swim the length of this pool can pick whatever he or she wants from my material possessions. Anything. Anything at all. Well, with that, you heard this huge splash, and you see this dude swimming like a madman across the length of the pool. He gets to the other side and jumps out just as one of the alligators lunges at him. Everybody was in shock, and the wealthy man was beside himself with excitement. "What bravery! What courage!" he said. "What do you want? What is it that you want?" he asked the dripping wet man. The man looked at him and replied, "I want to know who the hell pushed me into that pool." That guy gets pushed into a pool filled with alligators. He had a choice, sink or swim. And he chose to swim really fast. It had nothing to do with courage or bravery. It had everything to do with how he reacted to a pressure situation. Sometimes fear can be a great motivator, but guys, don't you ever let fear get in the way of the things you want to accomplish. So my final words of advice: find the courage to step up to the plate. Remember, you don't stop a big leaguer. Never, ever give up. The lessons that are learned through struggle are the ones that tend to leave a mark and help you grow. In high school, college, and in life, it is sink or swim, so swim fast. And each and every one of you has it in you to swim the length of that pool. And if there's one word I can leave you with, one word, it's decide. Decide right now not to be ordinary, but to be extraordinary, and you will. Congratulations again to all of our award winners. Best of luck with the remainder of, are y'all done school yet? Oh, I'll be praying for you. Best of luck with the end of the school year, right? And thank you guys for listening. I appreciate being able to be here. Thanks. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, didn't I tell you? Words to inspire.
You are my hype girl. I'm telling you, take me home with me.
That's all I am able to do for you. Because if you were my coach when I was in high school, running my very first race, the 880, which tells you how old I am, and coming in last, I would not have been hearing one of my classmates say, "Angela, the buzzards are circling." That's how slow I was. Another round of applause for Coach Janine Tucker. She's awesome. It is now time to meet our Sesky Scholarship winners. And to help us with that honor is someone who has been my friend, someone that I run into at events like this, but more importantly, I sort of fan gush over her. I have a girl crush on her when I watch WJZ or Harvard TV or even Harvard Magazine. Please help me welcome Christy Breslin.
I don't know what to say. I have my first fan. She's fangirling over me, and I'm fangirling over her. This is so great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Christy Breslin from WJZ TV. This is such an honor, and congratulations. The achievements of all you kids. I mean, you're 18 going on 40. It's unbelievable. I'm so impressed with all your accomplishments. The parents, congratulations to you. Just amazing here. So I'm going to get this started, and we do ask, if you don't mind, if you could just hold your applause till the end. So I'm going to start with, from John Carroll School, Emily Baronowski, a decorated, okay, who did that? Okay, it's okay this time. A decorated track and field athlete for the Patriots. Emily was a 4-year member on the indoor and outdoor squads. She holds the school record for indoor and outdoor pole vault and earned an all-conference and all-county honors for indoor track for 3 seasons. As a senior, she finished first in the pole vault and triple jump competitions in the indoor IAAM championship meet. She finished 6th in the 2021 East Coast Track and Field Championships in Edison, New Jersey. She also was a top 5 finisher in the IAM cross country meet as a sophomore, an advanced placement scholar with distinction. Emily is ranked 6th in her graduating class. She was also the recipient of the Advanced Placement Seminar and Research Certificate and has received first honors throughout her high school academic career. She is a member of the National Honor Society and the National Art Honor Society. She's been a performer and soloist with the Bella Voce for all 4 years and has participated in the STEAM engineering competitions. Emily will enroll at West Virginia University in the fall and will pursue a career in nursing. Emily. From Edgewood High School, Ryan Buddenbon, a standout runner for the Rams. Ryan was a member of the cross-country and indoor and outdoor track teams throughout his high school career. He served as team captain for 2 years and earned first-team All-County honors as a senior in cross-country. He placed 11th in the UCBAC Championship and 9th in the Class 3A North Regional Championship this past fall. He was named the team's MVP and has earned a spot on the school's top 10 all-time in the 5K and 3-mile races. He was also named to the second team All-Northeast at the East Bay National Cross Country Championship in New York. A distance runner on the track team, Ryan earned runners all-time in the 1,600 and 3,200 meter runs in the school's record book. He excels in the classroom as well as earning principal's honor roll recognition for every quarter of his high school career. He was named a Minds in Motion Scholar Athlete in each season of athletic participation. He's a member of the National Honor Society as well as the Math, French, and Social Studies Honor Societies. He played flute in the concert, marching, and pep bands for 2 years and is also involved with student government and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He was a contributor for the literary magazine and a member of the morning announcement team. That's awesome. He was selected as a youth diplomat for the World Trade Center Institute for 2 years, and he will attend Loyola University with plans to major in global studies with a concentration in environmental policy. Ryan. From Hartford Technical High School, Sarah Bush, a 4-year member of the Cobras varsity track and field team. Sarah competes in pole vault, long jump, and triple jump. As a junior, she placed 2nd in the sectional and regional championships and 4th in the state meet for outdoor pole vault. She holds the school's indoor and outdoor pole vault record. She earned a 2nd all-team county honors last spring. As a senior, she captained the indoor and outdoor track and field teams. She earned a 3rd place finish in the regional meet and a 7th place finish in the state meet for indoor pole vault this winter. She also was a 2-year member of the cross-country team. She is 6th in her graduating class and earned advanced honor roll status for all academic quarters and is a 3-time recipient of the Advanced Honor Shield. She received the Sigma Psi Scientific Research Honor Society Award as a junior and the William James Sacco Award for Excellence in Applied Mathematics as a senior. She's a member of the National Honor Society, National Technical Honor Society, and National Mathematics Honor Society. Wow. President of the Student Government Association and serves as a math tutor and orientation open house assistant. She has served for 2 years as a peer juror and clerk for Harford County Teen Court. She's been a lead dancer at the Bel Air Dance Academy, where she's been a student for 11 years. Currently enrolled in the computer-aided design and drafting technical program and intends on pursuing a degree in civil or mechanical engineering. Sarah. From Hartford Christian School, Caitlin Carney. Katie has played on the girls' soccer team for 4 years at Harford Christian, serving as a team captain each year. As a junior, she was the leader in assists, second leading goal scorer, and named most valuable player. She has played volleyball for 4 years, serving as a captain for 2, and basketball for 2 years. As a senior, she led the team in rebounds and steals and was second in points scored. She received an MAC SAC All-Tournament Awards in soccer and volleyball in 2021, when she was also named to the volleyball first team all-conference. She is ranked 3rd in her graduating class and has earned school letters for academics and music. She's been named to Honor Roll and Distinguished Honor Roll. She's been Student of the Month and won awards for art, drama, math, science, and perfect attendance. That is impressive. As a senior, Katie won first place in the MACS Landscape Photography Competition. She's an Honor Society member and president of her senior class while participating in the spring play, choir, and Max Spelling Bee. And she intends to major in elementary education in college. Caitlin. From C. Milton Wright, ooh, my alma mater, Bridget Carvin, a 4-year member of the Mustangs field hockey and lacrosse squads. Bridget was a member of the county championship field hockey team as a senior and regional champion and state finalist lacrosse team as a junior. Ranking 3rd in her graduating class, she's a consistent honor roll student and is a 4-time recipient of the Presidential Award. She earned a National Math and Science Initiative Star Award for distinguished work in advanced placement computer science and is a pre-engineering specialty program student. She's a member of the National Honor Society as well as the Math and Spanish Honor Societies. She is the president of the Student Government Association and is a member of the Senior Class Council. She was selected to represent Harford County in the PAGE program at the Maryland General Assembly in Annapolis. Bridget has served as a 4-H camp counselor for 4 years. She is a director of STEM outreach for the Sci Ninja blog and was selected from a group of high-achieving applicants to intern with the Joint Science Technology Institute. Bridget will attend St. Mary's College of Maryland in the fall with plans to study chemistry or biochemistry. She will also play lacrosse at the college. Bridget. From Bel Air High School, Matthew Collins. Matthew played soccer for 4 years at Bel Air, 2 on varsity and 2 on junior varsity. He swam for 3 years and ran track and field for 3 years. As a junior, he ran on the regional winning 4x400 meter relay on the track team and swam the 200 meter medley, 200 meter freestyle relay, and 400 meter freestyle relay in the state competition as a senior. He's a member of the Math, Science, Social Studies, and National Honor Societies. He's ranked 9th in his class and is a consistent Distinguished Honor Roll student. Matthew is an active Boy Scout, earning his Eagle Scout rank and having served as a Patriot Leader, a Webmaster, and a Junior Scoutmaster. He was selected as a delegate at Boys State and participated in the Naval Academy Summer Seminar and West Point's Summer Leaders Experience. Matthew plans to attend either the U.S. Naval Academy or the U.S. Military Academy West Point and study engineering. Matthew. Also from Bel Air High School, Logan Cook. Logan played varsity lacrosse for 3 years and soccer for 3 years for the Bobcats. As a junior, she was the leading scorer of her lacrosse team and was named to the all-conference first team. In her senior year, she was captain of the soccer team and named to the All-Harford team. She was a 2022 National Cup All-Star player for lacrosse and earned the Minds in Motion Award for Student Athlete Achievement. Logan is a member of the Spanish, Math, science, and National Honor Societies, serving in many leadership roles. She has also been a member of Rho Kappa, PAWS, Varsity Club, and Student Council. Outside of school, Logan has been a counselor at Top Flight Soccer Camp and coached lacrosse for a local recreational council. Logan plans to attend Mount St. Mary's University to play Division I lacrosse. She's interested in studying kinesiology, I hope I said that right, with aspirations to become a physical therapist or sports medicine physician. Logan. From North Hartford High School, Anthony Delarose. Tony played lacrosse for all 4 years for the Hawks. He started on junior varsity as a freshman and quickly moved up to varsity, where he remained the rest of his high school career. He was named first team All-County and an All-UCBAC as a junior and was captain during his senior year. He also played junior varsity football in 9th grade. Outside of school, Tony played on the Aloha Laha lacrosse tournament all-star team and earned the defensive MVP award at the Lacrosse Diamond Fall Invitational. Academically, Tony is ranked in the top 20% of his graduating class. He's a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes for 3 years. Outside of school, he was a member of Young Life for 2 years, a volunteer lacrosse camp coach for 2 years, assistant lacrosse trainer, and led JV and varsity indoor off-season lacrosse workouts. He will attend Cabrini University, where he plans to study exercise science and play lacrosse. Anthony. From C. Milton Wright High School, Ann Doherty. Ann was a 3-year member of the volleyball and outdoor track and field teams. He also participated in basketball for 2 seasons and indoor track for 1 season. He served as a team captain for both track teams as a senior, running in the distance events. He finished 8th in the state in the indoor 1,600-meter run as a junior. As a senior, he started at outside hitter on the volleyball team for the Mustangs. He is an advanced placement scholar and recipient of the National Math and Science Initiative Award. He's a member of the National Honor Society, the French and Science Honor Societies, as well as Mu Alpha Theta. He has been named to the Distinguished Honor Roll for every quarter of his high school career, and he's ranked 6th in his graduating class. 4-year member of the academic team and has served on his class council for the last 3. In the community, he's been active with the Boy Scouts, Young Life, and his church. He completed his Eagle Scout project, which involved building a nature playscape at the Eden Mill Nature Center. He'll enroll at Michigan State University in the fall with plans to study mechanical engineering and mathematics. Congratulations. From Falston High School, Evan Elliott. A well-rounded athlete for the Cougars, Evan has participated in a variety of sports, including cross country, football, basketball, and baseball. He was a member of the regional champion cross country team as a sophomore. He played point guard on the basketball team for 2 years. He pitches and plays outfield for the baseball squad and played quarterback on the football team as a senior. He serves as team captain for this year's baseball team. He's a consistent honor roll student and was named as a scholar athlete as a freshman. He has volunteered at several youth baseball camps for the last 3 years. He has been accepted at East Carolina University, where he plans to focus on his athletic training. He also plans to participate in the university's ROTC program. He aspires to a career as an athletic trainer for a college or a professional sports team. Congratulations. From Hartford Christian School, Daniel J. Rowe. Daniel has played varsity soccer for 4 years at Hartford Christian, earning an Offensive Player of the Year award as a sophomore and junior, and the Coach's Award as a senior, where he served as captain. He played basketball for 3 years, earning the HCS Tip-Off All-Tournament medal as a senior. He's ranked 4th in his graduating class and has been named to the honor roll throughout high school. He's been in the band for 4 years, earning a seat as first a trombone as a senior. He has been a member of the Envirothon team, the National Society of High School Scholars, and Harvard Christian Honor Society. He served as the junior class vice president. He's worked as a counselor at music, soccer, and basketball camps. He plans to attend the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and study computer science. Congratulations, Daniel. From Havre de Grace High School, Chase Hunt. A member of the Warriors football team throughout his high school career, Chase served as offensive and defensive team captain as a senior and was the most valuable player and the team's leading scorer. He earned a second all-county honors this past fall. He was recognized with the Most Improved Player award as a sophomore and led the team in tackles during that season. He also played baseball and basketball at the varsity level for Havre de Grace. He is a consistent honor roll student and is ranked in the top 10% of his graduating class. He has been a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and has been active with Best Buddies and the tutoring program. He has given back to the community, working with the Wounded Warrior Project, the Empty Stockings Fund, and Volunteen. Chase works full-time in the family business during the summers and works for a landscaping company part-time during the school year. He plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Knoxville, where he will study civil engineering with a minor in military science through the Army ROTC program. Chase Hunt. From Fallston High School, Katie Kugler. Katie is a 3-sport athlete, participating in cross country, basketball, and lacrosse for Fallston. She captained the basketball team to a UCBAC championship as a senior and played at the varsity level throughout her high school career. She also played soccer for the Cougars as a freshman and was part of the undefeated JV team. Katie is a consistent honor roll student who is a member of the National Honor Society as well as the German, Science, Math, and English National Honor Societies. She is a member of the Varsity Club and Service Club and has been on the morning announcement team for the past 2 years. I love that. She founded a pep squad and is involved in the Student Government Association, taking the role of treasurer for the last 2 years. She has traveled on 2 church mission trips and has been involved with Wreaths Across America to honor veterans. She works at a Christian camp as a lifeguard and swim instructor, and she will attend Susquehanna University in the fall and play lacrosse for the Riverhawks. Congratulations, Katie. From Hartford Technical High School, Parker Milton. A 4-year member of the Cobras football and lacrosse teams, Parker served as team captain for both squads as a senior. He was the starting quarterback and kicker on a team that went undefeated in the regular season and advanced to the state semifinal game. He was named to the all-county second team this past fall. On the lacrosse field, he has been a starting midfielder for all 4 years and served as captain for 3 of those seasons. He led the team to a Susquehanna Division championship as a junior and was the team leader in assists that year. He has been named to the Distinguished Honor Roll for every academic quarter and was selected as Student of the Quarter on 2 occasions. He is ranked in the top 7% of his graduating class and is a member of the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society. He serves as president of the Varsity Club and is involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Student Government Association, and he also assists with freshman orientation. Parker has been active with 4-H, serving as camp counselor for 2 years, and he will attend the University of Delaware with plans to study entrepreneurship at the Lerner School of Business. Parker Milton. From North Hartford High School, Annika Pearson. She was a member of the varsity field hockey and track and field teams at North Hartford. As a senior captain of the hockey team, she earned first team All Hartford honors, and the Hawks were classed 2A regional champions. She was also a participant in the Field Hockey Coaches Association of Maryland Susan Senior Game. In her junior year, she earned a sportsmanship award on the track and field team and moved to 5th place in the school record book for the 100 meters 4x100 relay and triple jump. She was also a district qualifier in the triple jump. She placed second in the 4x100 relay in the Class 2A district championships and 7th in the 4x100 relay at the state championships. Academically, she's ranked 10th in her graduating class. She has been named to the honor roll for 3 years and is an advanced placement scholar with distinction. She has been a member of the French Club, the Marching and Symphonic Band, STARS, Student Government Association, Fall Musical, French and National Honor Societies, Voices of Equity, and the Arts Magazine, Hartford County Regional Association of Student Councils, the Chess Club, Yoga and Mindfulness Society, and the Art Guild. She has been a camp counselor at the Girl Scouts of Central Maryland Day Camp, a volunteer at the Hartford County Public Library Summer Reading Program, and she assisted with planning and managing a STEM night. She plans to study English, political science, or a combination of the two as she continues her academic career in college. Congratulations. From Aberdeen High School, Elena Payton, a versatile athlete. She competed in cross country, track and field, soccer, and tennis for the Eagles. She was the recipient of the Rookie Award for cross country and a state finalist in 2 track relays as a freshman. As a senior, she joined the soccer and tennis teams. She is ranked 4th in her graduating class and is an advanced placement scholar with distinction. She is one of 2 students in the county to renew her Ben Carson Scholarship Destination 7 times, and she was also the winner of the 2020 Langston Hughes Oratorical Contest. She received the High School National Math and Science Initiative Star Student Award as a junior and the Student Advocate Award. She was named a College Board National African American Recognition Program Scholar as a senior. She currently serves as president of the National Honor Society and as vice president of the Student Government Association. She is a member of the French, English, Math, and Science National Honor Society. She plans to major in neuroscience and linguistics in college and will attend Yale University. She aspires to a career as a neurosurgeon. Congratulations. Also from Aberdeen High School, Donovan Payton. A 3-sport athlete throughout his high school career, Donovan participated in cross country, basketball, and track and field for Aberdeen. This past fall, he qualified individually and helped lead the team to the state cross country meet, earning first team all-county honors. As a sophomore, he earned second team all-county honors. He served as team captain for the basketball squad that won the Upper Chesapeake Championship. On the track, he was part of a 2-time state qualifier for the 4x800 meter relay team that holds the school record for the event. A consistent, distinguished honor roll student, Donovan is ranked in the top 4% of his graduating class. He has been named an advanced placement scholar and is a member of the National Honor Society, as well as the Math, English, and French Honor Societies. He has been involved in the Student Government Association and Key Club for all 4 years of high school and serves as a peer tutor. Donovan volunteers with the public library, his church, and the Youth Empowerment Society. He plans to study marine biology and aspires to a career as an oceanographer. He has been admitted to the Meyerhoff Scholars Program at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Donovan. From Edgewood High School, Delaney Salisbury. Captain of the cross country and track team for 2 seasons, Delaney was a varsity athlete throughout her high school career. She placed 7th at the UCBAC cross country championship meet as a senior and was named to the all-county first team and the all-state second team. She was also recognized with second team all-Northeast honors at the East Bay Regional Championships. A competitor in both indoor and outdoor track, she placed second in the 3,200-meter run in the indoor regional championships and 9th in the state championship meet. She earned first team all-county honors last spring for her outdoor track accomplishments. She's ranked 10th in her graduating class, is a consistent Principal's Honor Roll student, and has received the Minds in Motion Scholar Athlete Award for each season of sports participation. She's a member of the National Honor Society, as well as the Spanish Honor Society, Tri-M Music Honor Society, Math Honor Society, and Social Studies Honor Society. She has been a 4-year member of the orchestra. She'll be enrolling in the University of Lynchburg in the fall, where she will pursue her nursing degree with plans to work in pediatrics. Delaney. From Patterson High School, Evan Schauf. Evan played soccer for 3 years and helped to lead the team to an undefeated record during the regular season his junior year. He swam for 3 years as a senior, went to the States in the 100-meter breaststroke and 200-meter medley relay. He ran track and field for 2 years as a junior, went to the States in the 4x200 relay. He is ranked 9th in his graduating class, and he has been named to the Principal's Honor Roll or Distinguished Honor Roll for 14 quarters. He was also named a President's Award for his educational excellence in 9th grade and a Minds in Motion Scholar Athlete Award in 10th grade. Evan has been a member of the Engineering Club, Friends Our Family Mental Health Club, Environmental Club, and Spanish and National Honor Societies. Evan plans to attend University of Maryland, where he intends to major in mechanical engineering and minor in business. Evan. From John Carroll School, Max Snellberg. Max has played volleyball, basketball, and lacrosse for 4 years at John Carroll. As a junior, he led the Patriots lacrosse squad in assists and was second on the team for total points. Max is ranked 10th in his graduating class, has been on the first honor roll throughout high school, and is a member of the State High School Scholar Program. He has been involved in student government, Future Christian Athletes, Ultimate Frisbee Club, Art, Spanish, and National Honor Societies, Sports Analytics Club, and served as a peer tutor. Max plans to attend Hobart and William Smith Colleges, where he wants to major in economics and minor in entrepreneurial studies. Max. And a really nice guy, too. I got to sit next to him and talk to him. I really like him. I'm sorry, that was probably embarrassing, but it's true. From Patterson Mill High School, Adeline Snyder. Addie swam competitively throughout high school, but only 1 year for the Patterson Mill team. A captain as a senior, she was on the county and regional championship 4x100 freestyle relay team, which placed 4th at states, and was on the county and regional champion 4x200 medley relay team, which placed 5th at states. She was named to All Harvard Girls Swim Team. During her freshman year, she was selected to train for 4 days at the U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. In 10th grade, she and her family moved to California, where she swam in one of the highest groups on one of the fastest teams in the Bay Area, Santa Clara Swim Club. She was selected to be on the team at the 2019 Speedo Sectionals in Los Angeles. She was ranked in the top 10% of her graduating class and has been named to the Principal's Distinguished Honor Roll every quarter. She has been involved in the Student Government Association, the French and National Honor Societies, Students for Equality Club, the Environmental Club, and part of the PAC. She intends to major in health sciences with a pre-med track and attend medical school to become a dermatologist. Congratulations. From Havre de Grace High School, Haley Sullivan, a three-sport athlete at the varsity level throughout her high school career. She competed for the soccer, swim, and lacrosse team for the Warriors. She earned a second team all-county honors for lacrosse as a junior. She competed in the county, regional, and state swim meet in the 200-meter and the 400-meter freestyle relays as a senior. She is a consistent principal's honor roll student and is the class salutatorian. I can never say that right, Greg. Why can I never say that? She serves as historian for the National Honor Society, is a hurdle leader for Fellowship of Christian Athletes, secretary for the Key Club, and vice president of Best Buddies. She's played clarinet in the symphonic and marching bands and served as a peer tutor. Haley has been admitted to the nursing program at Shenandoah University, where she has also committed to playing lacrosse. She plans to further her education by pursuing a master's degree in nurse midwifery. Congratulations. From Joppatown High School, Zachary Strong. Oh, Zach is not here. Should I still read his bio? Okay, so we're still going to hear all about Zach. 4-year member of the Mariners swim and lacrosse teams, competing at the varsity level throughout his high school career. He served as team captain of both squads during his senior year. During his junior lacrosse season, he led the team in assists and was named to the UCBAC All-Susquehanna Division second team. As a sophomore, he earned the most points for the men's swim team and had the highest GPA on the team. He is ranked 4th in his graduating class and has been named to the Distinguished Honor Roll during every quarter of his high school career. He has been inducted into the National Honor Society. He was named to the All-County Band and the All-County Orchestra as a senior. He played mellophone and trumpet in the jazz and pep bands and served on the tech stage crew for the school musical. He plans to study nuclear engineering at Purdue University and aspires to a career as a power plant head engineer. So we do honor Zach. From Joppatown High School, Sheridan Van Horn. Sheridan has played softball for 4 years and soccer for 3 years for the Mariners. She has served as captain and earned numerous sportsmanship and leadership awards. She has played for the Baltimore Union and Coppermine North soccer clubs and Hickory Hornets softball team and earned the Minds in Motion Award 6 times. Sheridan is ranked 27th in her graduating class. She has been on the Honor Roll and Distinguished Honor Roll and was selected as Student of the Month. She is enrolled in Homeland Security program. She has been a member of the Student Government Organization, the Homecoming Court, and the Art National Honor Society. She plans to attend the University of Alabama, study communications journalism, oh, that's great, with a minor in business and become a news producer or reporter. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm so excited about that. Okay, congratulations. Wow, congratulations to all of you. Such amazing accomplishments. I mean, I felt like I was reading for hours, just impressive. And with everything that you kids have had to deal with the pandemic and all that you've done to give back to the community, I could not be prouder to be a Harford County resident for so long as I was. So congratulations to all of you. It was an honor reading your bios. I'm going to hand it back over to the girl that I think is just awesome and has made my night so much fun. You too, Janine, though. You too. RMC Angela Eves.
Do you see why I love her? Thank you, Christy. Not only are these kids so accomplished, it was a thrill to hear how you highlighted their accomplishments. more recognition for Christy and for our honorees. And now it's time to announce the two $5,000 award winners, so it's my pleasure to welcome back the Alcesky Scholarship Fund President, Greg DeWart, to make the announcement.
Thank you, Judge. When I think about all the crazy things going on in this world, you hear what these young men and women have already been doing in their lives, it just warms my heart to know that these are the leaders that are going to be taking care of us in the future. It's fantastic. So 22 of you are going to receive a $2,000 scholarship. And before I announce the two $5,000 award winners, let me explain a little bit how they're selected. Now, each school winner completes an application that includes their high school transcripts, any AP test scores, and the results of any SAT or ACT scores. This information comes to me, and I redact all the references to names and schools so that the selection process is completely anonymous. A 7-member selection committee chaired by Ken Zorbach receives all of the redacted applications. Each committee member reads the applications and rates them in 5 categories: academics, which is scored up to 40 points, athletics, up to 40 points, school involvement and community service, up to 10 points, and an essay explaining the degree of significance that sports participation has played in his or her personal growth and development, and that's up to 10 points. Scores are calculated by the committee chairman, and the top 3 male and female leaders are revisited. Then the committee meets face-to-face to select the two $5,000 winners from this pool of candidates. Now, this process is taken quite seriously and much discussion occurs. I'd like to give a special thank you to the selection committee at the schools and the Alcesky Selection Committee. Now, this brings me to our announcements of the two $5,000 winners. Now, when your name is called, I'll ask you to come to the podium. You can provide some remarks, and each winner receives an engraved pewter Revere bowl and some special citations. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 male recipient of the $5,000 Alcesky Scholarship Award from Aberdeen High School, Donathan Payton.
Good evening, everyone. I wrote down a couple of stuff because our mom made us be prepared, but I'm very honored to have received this award. Participation in the Science and Mathematics Academy at Aberdeen High School and extracurricular activities such as basketball, track, and cross country will best prepare me to be successful at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and achieve my career goal of being an oceanographer. I would like to thank my family, my teachers, and my coaches for pushing me to succeed in and out of the classroom. And yeah, thank you all, committee, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 female recipient of the $5,000 Alcesky Scholarship Award from Havre de Grace High School, Haley Sullivan.
So I prepared something too. It's a little long, but it was an honor to be the female nominee to represent Havre de Grace High School and to have the opportunity to attend this event tonight where I've enjoyed getting to know some of my fellow scholar athletes. It is an even bigger honor to win the Alcesky Scholarship. I am very grateful to the Scholarship Selection Committee who chose me as the female recipient and to the members of the Scholarship Fund who worked hard to raise funds to gift us student athletes in Harford County the honor of the Alcesky. Thank you to you all. I also want to thank my parents for their constant support, for always having high expectations that made me strive to give my best effort, both in the classroom and on the field. I also want to thank my twin sister, Paige, for being a committed running buddy, passing partner, study partner, and for going to the gym with me. Thanks to my brother, too, Kyle, for always providing friendly competition. A special thank you to my teachers at Havertys High School. In the past 4 years, I feel like my teachers truly know and support me. They've all been understanding when I had to leave class early for an away game and never minded helping me catch up if I missed something. I'm also very grateful for two special coaches in my life. My club lacrosse coach, Coach Brittany Rhodes, can be credited for helping me step out of my comfort zone and become the leader on the field I am today. Her constant encouragement and praise, both on and off the field, helped me believe in my skills and have the confidence to set and achieve my goals of being a collegiate lacrosse player. I also want to thank Coach Mel Holloway, who is here tonight, for always believing in me. She's been both my rec coach and high school coach. I can't remember when I first met Coach Mel, but she deserves a big shout out for all the time and hard work. I'm sorry. Hard work she gives to the Havertys rec program and to our high school team. She has truly grown the program and fostered the love of lacrosse in many at Havertys High School. One thing I love about Coach Mel is that she's someone I know I can be myself around. Just as fun as practice, as long as we're paying attention and giving 100%. Coach Mel makes a true investment in all her players and lets us know if she's available if we ever need anything. I'm grateful she's here tonight. Thank you to my other high school coaches, soccer coach Barry Ellis, my swim coaches Megan Heller and Charlie Culligan. Without my many school and rec coaches throughout the years, I would not be the player I am today. Lastly, I want to thank Ms. Crawford, my school's athletic director, and Mr. Spence, my school's principal, for all they do to support high school athletics and for being here tonight to support Chase Hunt and me. Thank you.
Wow, congratulations to Donovan and Haley. You guys are magnificent. And to the family of Alcesky, aren't all these kids such a tribute to his legacy? Another round of applause for all of them. To the Sesky Scholarship winners, our heartfelt congratulations. Celebrate your accomplishments. Thank your family, friends, teachers, and coaches. Go on and do great things, which we know that you will. I hope you've had a wonderful evening hearing about their remarkable achievements. At this time, I would invite Tommy Schumacher to return to the podium to offer our closing benediction.
Thank you so much. What an incredible evening. Congratulations to all of you. I thought the best way to do this was just want to kind of end in a prayer. Can we do that? All right, dear gracious Father, after such an amazing evening of celebrating all these good works, I know you are incredibly, incredibly pleased. I do pray, though, that while we sit here with so many amazing accomplishments listed behind each student's name, I pray that they do not equate their accomplishments to their worth, but instead that they have the humility and courage to say that the sports they play and the accolades they've received are what they do, but not who they are. Soccer is something I do, but it's not who I am. Honors is something I do, but it's not who I am. No one told me that when I was their age, and I needed to hear that. That every good and perfect gift comes from you, Lord, and that, yes, we need to work hard as if it all depends on us, but have faith and trust as if it all depends on you. Colossians 3:17 says, whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. Thanksgiving is key to living a fulfilled life, and humility is the only posture we should ever take when we're looking to serve, not to be served. I've lived my life without you, Lord, and it was one of bitterness, selfishness, and without hope. And while life hasn't gotten any easier, if anything, the trials have been greater since turning my life over to you. I know that I now am full of the fruit of the Spirit, which is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And while I still fall short every day, I am full of hope, and I pray that every person here this evening knows that they can have that same hope found in Jesus. Be with all of us as we leave here this evening encouraged and inspired, humbled and grateful for all you've done, are doing, and will continue to do in our lives. Protect these young men and women as they embark on their next chapter and give them strength, courage, perseverance, integrity, and hope to be all that you've made them to be. Pray all these things in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
So I have a note here to all of our winners. You may have seen when you came in, there's these yard signs with your names on them. I want you to take those and put them up in your yards proudly. You may have noticed that it's campaign season right now, and there's a lot of yard signs around, and that's great. I love our political process. There's a lot of good people out there that are looking to be our leaders. But I want your neighbors to understand that there's leaders living in your neighborhood already. So that's why I want you to put those yard signs up, okay? Because you're leading already, okay? So that brings our program to a close. Thank you so much for coming tonight. God bless you all, and have a great evening. Good night.
Closing time, open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time, turn all of the lights on over every boy and